Girl, it's what I heard. Allegedly, it's just the word. Allegedly, it's on the street. Allegedly, I sing to the beat. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly, lee, lee, lee. Allegedly. Allegedly, it's just the word allegedly. It's what I heard allegedly. It's on the street allegedly. I sing to the beat allegedly. Allegedly, allegedly, it's what I heard allegedly. It's just the word allegedly. Don't blame, don't sue allegedly. It won't help you allegedly. Allegedly.
Bravo is finally giving us some new content. We have the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Rhode Island, where Newport resides. Now, I hope it's Newport, Rhode Island. I want to see unforgiving wealth. I don't give a crap about the middle class accent people that live in. I don't want to hear from a townie. Okay? I want to see rich, blue blood, estate. If you don't have a yacht, go to hell. We don't need to see any more poor whites. We have enough of those on New Jersey. I don't want this to be another Jersey. You better be rich, stinking rich, frighteningly rich, Newport rich. I want to see Rhode Island's wealth. I don't want to see upper middle class. The last thing we need is another fucking Teresa and her gorilla ilk. And since Caroline Manzo from Jersey, which is why I don't want that ilk on Bravo anymore, since that sick piece of shit decided to ruin Ultimate Girls Trip because she couldn't fess up to her own lesbonics because every other woman on the trip said, didn't nobody harass your ass? You was making out with Brandy willingly. But since you want to pretend you ain't a lesbian and you done fucked up the franchise, now we got to do wife swap, which I think may be a little more fun. I think it can get the husbands more into it and it can be very endearing. I think that because of Girls Trip being ruined, Bravo wants to shy away from their alcohol-infused antics. Because women like Caroline Manzo will get out of hand and then lie. Caroline Manzo, ooh, I have something so negative to say about you that I'm going to keep it to myself because I want to remain likable. But you're a piece of shit. Rotted goiter, festering plantar wart, you sickening cyst. You're a cyst, a pus-filled cyst. Ruining everything. I hope you drink your hair dye. I can't stand a bitch that'll lie on her pussy. I can't stand her. Oh, I can't stand her. So we've got Housewives of Rhode Island, and they better be rich. We've got Wife Swap, and then they're going to bring back Shahs of Sunset. Now, because Mike was abusive with Paulina, they had to cancel the show. I also think, Reza, you shouldn't be on Bravo anymore after the way you talked about that woman deciding to not have children and you had so many. Who gives a shit? It is not your pussy. Stay the fuck. She told you what she was doing with her pussy. You ain't got puss to first. How many abortions would Reza have had? I want to know. I want to know. You fat bottom. You worthless receptacle for fluids. How many abortions would you have had if you could get pregnant? How dare you? You've taken more loads than a Maytag and you want to shame somebody for an abobo? You the bigger ho-ho. How many abortions would you have had? How many? How many abortions would you have had, Reza? But you want to talk about MJ and make fun of her birth situation. Because you have nothing to yourself. I'm sorry. Reza is a sissy I hate. When I met him, he had no soul. He had no soul. and couldn't walk in them heels. So I don't like Reza. He's a sorry piece of shit. MJ, I don't really know you. I don't like you, but I don't really know you to dislike you. You just, I feel like if you best friends with Reza, you also are a piece of shit. Birds of a feather flock together. So I'm going to stay away from you as well. And then Gigi, you look like an aye. You look like a chihuahua. I can't look at you. I can't look at those Zika eyes. I can't do it. I can't. And I know that is wrong. I know it's wrong. I said it anyway. The heifer just, ooh, she ugly for no reason. I can't look at that. That'll keep you from drinking during your pregnancy right there. And that's not her fault, but she also is a very angry, very unhappy person. I don't want to see her life. I don't want to see her life. I think these are all rotten, awful people. And where's that sissy with the teeth, Nima? Where's the sissy? They ain't gonna bring him back? He ain't come out the closet yet. Okay, girl, well, your skin was dry anyway, so fuck you too. Yeah, Shahs of Sunset were awful people. Like, those are people that I'm like, oh, I'll go to their funeral to make sure they dead, but I didn't go shed a tear. Oh, they're rebooting Ladies of London. Don't bring back Caroline Stanbury and her. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I don't need him pretending to be heterosexual so he can inherit. And he's smart. He's smart. He said, you know what? I'm going to get some of that colonizer's money. I'm not mad at it. I just don't need to look at it. And Caroline Stanbury, the way your characters are written in books, you should be off by a rhinoceros in a couple seasons so you can give that money to your kids. I know they're looking at you like, God, you're still alive? Every day they just looking at their watch like, let's go. A boating accident, aneurysm, anything. I know they sick of waiting for you. I also figured out that whole thing where they're saying there's a big underground city that the government spent $21 trillion on. I was like, okay, well, if they built that city or these network of cities, then who the hell is building them? Where are the people operating the cranes? Where are the people removing the earth? Who's moving the earth? Who's selling the earth? This is a whole trillion-dollar, multi-trillion-dollar economy that would have pulled America out of unemployment because everybody would have a job since we need all these people working, digging, making shit for this underground city. So where the fuck is it? Where are all the people that are working on it? Because you can't move, 850 billion cubic tons of earth and ain't nobody gonna know. Also, how is shit stabilized? Who are all these engineers? We would have to have another class of maybe several graduating classes full of engineers to work on some shit like that. So where are the engineers? Not just to mention your regular construction people. Then you got to have designers as well as engineers, architects. This honestly is a great idea. Let's build some underground shit with the government's money so we can put people back to motherfucking work. Where they at though? You didn't heard them rumors. Where are the people? I ain't gonna stop talking about it. But yeah, they're gonna reboot Ladies of London and maybe they can have some non-white people on there for a change. Damn near ripped my pussy lip. You know how sometimes you can get caught together and it's like, what? Your skin just starts pulling in different directions, huh? In more Bravo news, we will no longer have access to the money. No more access to the money. Sweet Tea and her rodent will not be returning for the 12th season of Married to Medical. I mean, like, the abuse plot line was odd with Quad. I just feel like it didn't make sense. You didn't fit in with those heifers, but they only brought you on to piss Quad off. You were always someone's pawn. You're also Greg's pawn. Now that you off the show, you can go on and divorce him because he really gonna treat you like shit now. Now ain't gonna be no cameras and no witnesses. So good luck, heifer. Good luck, heifer. Get rid of that rodent. Call the Orkin man. Call the Orkin man. Because the brain is small and the belly fat. Why would you get pregnant with that? The brain is small and the belly fat.
Heifer, don't you get pregnant by that. The brain is small, belly oh so fat. Sweet tea, don't get pregnant by that.
I mean, I can understand dating a coot. Sometimes your coot is cute. But pregnant with a man that ain't gonna lift a finger, pregnant with a man that just likes the way having kids sound in his mouth, pregnant. And then look at him. Look at him. His face is birth control. His face is telling you no. Listen to the uncanny valley in your heart. Do you really want a son with those features and those struggles? You're going to pass down frustration. Nobody want to fuck the pappy. Nobody going to want to fuck the son. Have attractive children for the love of God. Your short ass and his thick ass, that ain't going to make a beautiful baby. That's going to give you a boulder to pass through. That's going to be 11 pounds, 5 ounces of face and forehead. You don't want it, and neither does the world. Don't have that man's baby and pass on that bad attitude. In Shut the Fuck Up news, Joe Biden says he would have won against Donald Trump. No. We have an American Pope? That don't feel right. I don't want an American Pope. Like, that's the whole thing about the papery or the papacy, is it's over there. Like, it's something that we haven't fucked up yet. Now we got to fuck up the popehood. The papacy. Now we got to fuck up the papacy. And you know we gonna. We fuck up everything we touch. I mean, then again, it's the Catholic Church, so it deserves some fucking up. We'll fuck it up effectively. We'll fuck it up so bad they'll start arresting priests. Frontier airline employees fired after mocking passenger over $25 check-in fee. Yeah, you see, Frontier employees, y'all gotta realize people have cell phones and you ain't gonna work at that airport forever. You ain't gonna work at that airport forever. Y'all love to have attitude, and sweetie, you have to go home at some point. And guess what? When that trip's over and we decide to whoop your ass in the street, don't ask why. You better take it. Because y'all getting real froggy acting like you always in that airport. Because in that airport, you know, ain't nobody trying to get on a no-fly list. But at the grocery store, I can buy bread anywhere. In other Bravo news, Housewives of New Jersey and Housewives of New York were not discussed at the Bravo upfronts, leaving viewers confused. I ain't confused. I think they realize those shows need a longer pause. I hope they're not filming anything for Housewives of New York. I hope that that's really done, because you wasted 2 years of our time. Honestly, I feel like after Jersey, this is the one time I would say fire Andy, or just keep him away from the Housewives. You're too out of touch. Go raise your kids and host Watch What Happens Live and the reunions, because nobody else is going to be able to do the reunions where they're going to respect them. So just do that. Do that. Don't have shit to do with casting anymore. You cannot cast. You cannot cast. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Real Housewives of New York was abominable. Abominable. The only one people liked was Rochelle, and it's so sad she got lumped in with the sorriest group of New York women. I mean, nobody had a personality, nobody had a hope, nobody had a prayer. You were all together dislikable and disjointed. I don't want Bravo to try again with you. Throw it away. And New Jersey, I'm tired of gorillas on parade. Look, we can see silverbacks at the zoo. I don't want to fuck with you. That's it. Teresa with that low-ass hairline, And then the baboon, no. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. Then you got Melissa and her chimp. No, absolutely not. Gorillas be gone. Gorillas be gone. Ruby Rose urges women, please stop getting ass shots. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your body. I'll just say make sure you go to the best doctor that money can buy so that you're getting what you're supposed to get and that you won't have to regret it later. Also, always go 2 cc's less. You can always have another one put in. It's hard to get it out. But yeah, that ant build, I mean, God, look at Britt Eady. Look at Britt Eady before you do anything with your ass. Look at Britt Eady. Looking like a diaper. Because that's the thing. Once it's fucked up, it's got to stay fucked up for a while. It's not like you could just be like, ooh, I don't like it. It's got to stay fucked up for a while. It's not like a bad toupee you could just take off. Oh. Earlier in the week, Sean Kingston asked permission to perform at Summerfest in Milwaukee ahead of fraud sentencing, and he was denied. And you're used to being denied because your credit got denied, and that's why you had to commit all that fraud, and that's why you'll be in prison for the next 10 years. I wonder if it'll make you suicidal, because your fame is over. I'm sure them jury people were suicidal when you fleeced them, when you walked away with their $300,000 or $400,000. So I guess you're seeing how it feels. I'd cut you up and sell you to cannibals. You steal from me. At least that way I'd get my money back per pound. If this is a spoiler, it's not really a spoiler. It's something everybody knows about. They killed off Peter on 911. Captain Bobby Nash is no longer with us. I loved him. I got out of watching that show, but I love that show, and I should be with Buck. But Angela said it wasn't my decision to kill him, and I'm really sorry. She knew that was a good match. That's such a great show. That's why she executive produces, I'm sure. Wonder why Ryan won't have Nene on. That's the real interview I want to see. Why he don't work with Nene no more. Mia Thornton reflects on her messy storyline and says, what aired was a false reality. You're a false reality. Or actually, you're just false. You're just false. And that's why I don't want you on Atlanta. We have enough of lies with Drew. But you who are going to hire an acting troupe to perpetrate your frauds, I'm not interested. We need to see women that aren't afraid to be real. We don't know what is real with you. And just because you move and you supposedly will fit in better, your aesthetic will fit in better because you all get your makeup done and your Botox done at the same places. But your lies won't. We're moving to a place where we want Angela's authenticity and not Portia's foolishness or Drew's lies. And so Mia coming on, with nobody knowing what her truth is, we're not going to care. We're not going to care. Oh, God. Jesse Williams files emergency motion against Erin because she's defying the kid's medical custody order, claims she threatened the child's doctor and blocked treatment. I'm sick of y'all. All right, is them kids grown yet? Can't them kids go to the doctor by themselves? Y'all been fighting over these damn kids since you was on Grey's Anatomy, and don't nobody even watch that shit no more. I'm tired of the fucking both of you. I need the judge to sentence you both to shutting the fuck up. That's what I want. I want the judge to sentence you to raise the children and shut the fuck up about it. I don't want to hear shit else out of either one of you. Or you know what? Take the money and take the kids and have the state raise them. Because neither one of you need them. If every time you got to deal with the other parent, you got to call the fucking police. I don't want to hear shit else. Because I'm sick of it. Them kids ain't known peace since they got here.